Alright, yo, hello, man. What's up, New York? It's another segment, man. The streets want to know. We getting a few comments, man, from the brothers, man. They want to know who taught me, where's my lineage from in Jeet Kune. Valid questions, man. I understand it. You see the videos that I've posted. I have over 300, man. They like the videos. Basically, man, just like Lee, it's not a focus on who taught you or where your lineage is. The focus is on your skills. The focus is on your techniques. When Bruce Lee came here to the United States, he didn't come with any forms, any papers, any certificates. Basically what he did was that he gave demonstrations, man. That's the path that we followed. He's the example that we follow. So I encourage all students that come out there that wants to study Jeet Kune or any art for that matter. You know, it's really in the skills of the professor or the skills of the sifu, the teacher, the guru, you know, whatever you want to call these guys, man. The person that's in charge, the one that's teaching the art. Everyone that learns the art takes from the art what they can do, their skills from the art. Okay, the art is going to vary, man, depending on the individual. Not just in Jeet Kune, but all arts. Jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing. Depending on the artist is depending on the style you're going to get in that art. So, you know, you have to shop around. You have to go around, investigate, do a lot of studying, see who actually can demonstrate and do the things that they're teaching. You have a lot of people out here that can teach, but they cannot perform. You know what I'm saying? Then you have some performers that cannot teach. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you go out and you try to find someone, man, that can not only give you the instruction, but also can demonstrate the skills, man. So that's why I post a lot of videos, man. Now, to go back to the question was who taught me. I was taught by a lot of people, man, you know, and, you know, these people were more teachers, not so much more teachers as they were training partners, people that I trained with, people that I studied with. A big influence, man, was the guys from the Bronx that I grew up with, man. Shout out to Biggs, Roosevelt, Troy, you know what I'm saying, boys from the hood, man, you know what I'm saying, just growing up in the streets, man, boxing from the Bronx, that's what we did. You know, back in the 70s, the PAL boxing, man, it was the boxing game. You know, you get the 52 blocks, you know, it was all street hand, you know, tactics, man. You know, the street game, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my first art that I studied, man. When I moved out to Queens, man, I was very fortunate enough to live with a Wing Chun master, man, by the name of Jose Grados, man. Shout out to my man, because to me, he's the baddest man on the planet, man. Okay, and this man studies in the Wing Chun system. I was able to live with him for about 4 years, man. This is in the middle 80s going into the late 80s, man. I left my brother in 89 and moved to Harlem, man. But, you know, he's the one that really took me to another level, man. He was the first one that introduced me to the Gracies, man. This is going back in 84, man. Okay, the UFC didn't have their first show until 1993. This is in the late 80s, man. This man introduced me to these guys. And back in those days, man, it was video cassettes, the VHS tapes. It was Inside Kung Fu magazine, Karate magazine. This is where the martial art world was being, you know, published through. You know, today you have the internet, TV, you know, pay-per-view. You know, back in those days, man, you know what I'm saying, it was, like I said, these magazines, man. The Gracies held a seminar, man, in Hunter College, man. I believe this was in 1987. You know what I'm saying? And this man already understood about, you know, the cross training, man, in the Wing Chun system, man. Jose Grados, man. I give this brother a lot of props. You can Google him, man. Okay, he has schools down here in Manhattan and also hosts Kung Fu camps out in Long Island, man. Okay, this cat is no joke with the art, man. Okay, and he was the first one, like I said, man, back in '87 to take that class from the Gracies they held in Hunter College, man. So he was already ahead of the curve, man, introducing me to these techniques, man. He was a Wing Chun man. His teacher was Augustine Fong, and then Augustine Fong's teacher was actually a student of Viet Minh. So this man's lineage is in the Wing Chun system, man. But he's the one that really introduced me to Jeet Kune, you know, Bruce Lee's art. Because Bruce Lee, as we all know, first studied Wing Chun, man, and then, you know, came to the United States and just, you know, studied Ali and, you know, got to survive and, you know, just added some other things and created his own way. And this is the path that we take in Jeet Kune, man, and learn how to create your own way. And these men, you know what I'm saying, always directed me in that path, man. You know what I'm saying? After that, man, I was able to study with some brothers, man, that was in jiu-jitsu, man, from just, you know, training in Jeet Kune Do. You know, Jeet Kune Do was a system that Lee created that was developed to go against other arts, man. You know, today you see a lot of schools, man, they only fight among each other, man. You see these videos of these guys playing, they only fight, you know what I'm saying, among themselves. They never really test their art outside. You know what I'm saying? The Gracies did with the Gracie challenges, man. You know what I'm saying? And there was a myth I gotta you know, clear up, man, that they didn't win all those challenges, man. Some of them challenges they lost, man. Okay? Robin Gracie lost his challenge, man. There was a few others, man. You know, but you know, just the competition, man, testing your skills against other arts, man. I give Gracie's a lot of props, man. That's why in my system, Jeet Kune Do, you know, instead of the judo so much, man, we focus on the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, man. We also focus on the wrestling. You understand? We also go into the Zavat, we go into the Wing Chun, we go into the Western boxing. We use the fencing, you know what I'm saying? We go into all these different aspects, my students, and we train them, man. And it's just about learning the movements, man, learning your body, man, you know what I'm saying? Developing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to do these things, man, without thought, man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do these things without, you know what I'm saying, you know, focusing on doing and just like letting things happen, man. Okay, becoming natural, being like water, like Lee said, man. So there's phases in your Jeet Kune Do levels, man. There's learning, you know what I'm saying? Then there's a perfecting your technique phase. And then there's you know what I'm saying, that master phase, man, where you just don't even think anymore. It's just about just going out there and just perfecting, you know, your techniques, man. Okay, so that was the brother that taught me, basically, man. Or these are the brothers, you know what I'm saying. I was also influenced by Meldrew Taylor, man. Meldrew Taylor, everybody knows him. He was a world-class boxer, man. For many years, I trained, and I even taught the brother Little Wing Chun, man. We trained together for about 3 years, man. And this is like in the mid-90s, man. You know, shout out to Meldrew Taylor. I did some training out in Philadelphia and got a chance to, you know, deal with them brothers, man. With the Jeet Kune Do, you know what I'm saying, we deal in so many different arts, man. It doesn't matter who we meet. It could be a jiu-jitsu guy, it can be a boxer, it could be a taekwondo guy, you know what I'm saying? We play with everybody, man, because our art is designed, you know what I'm saying, to master all those different elements, all those different ranges, man. That's why we call Jeet Kune Do the father of MMA. You see today's mixed martial arts, that's the best example to me of real Jeet Kune Do that you're gonna really get, man. Especially when you get someone that knows how to stand and that knows how to shoot in and take you down. Okay, that can cover all those different elements, man. Okay, that can stop the takedown with the sprawl, okay? You know what I'm saying? That can put you on your back and, okay, end up choking you out, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the art, okay? When you go back and watch Bruce Lee's movies, man, Enter the Dragon, man, the very first fight scene, man, he ended Sammo Hung, I believe it was with an armbar, okay? And Way of the Dragon, man, when the boxer caught Lee, he caught Lee in the armbar. What did Lee do? Lee bit him. He got back up and then proceeded, man, to, you know, put him out, man, okay? In Longstreet, man, okay, when he had, I forget the actor's name, but he had him in I think it was what they call a rear naked, not a rear naked choke, a north and south choke, okay? And he had him tied up. He was like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna get out? He's like, I can't get out. He was like, you know, how are you gonna get out? How you gonna, he said, I can't. He said, let me tell you what you do. He said, you bite, man, okay? You know, biting, man, you know what I'm saying, was one of the techniques, because the Jeet Kune Do wasn't about competition, man. It was more for the streets, man, okay? The finger jab, you know, shots to the groin, attacks to the knee. You know what I'm saying? When you read the, you know, Bruce Lee's book, Tower of Jeet Kune Do, when it goes into the attack section, 95% of the chapters starts with attack first, man. You know, attack first. You know, you play cool, you play calm, you be very humble, very respectful. But when people cross that line, sometimes there's no turning back, man. When they turn you on, sometimes it's hard to turn you off, man. So, boom, you attack first, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Who I taught, you know what I'm saying, who I learned from, you know what I'm saying, these things really don't matter. It's really the skills that matter, man. Test the skills, watch the videos, man. Come to class, man. I'm in Harlem, man. In New York City, man. That was Jeet Kune Do, man.